dimension. Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy Drakes and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Get set!
Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now Burrow on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a count?
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And they're using him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. McPherson's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And now Stafford's going to move them around. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
A nice carry by Akers, and what a journey it was for him last season. Coming off of injury, away from the team for a while, he did come back later in the season and led them with almost 800 yards. Still scratching the surface of what he can do. He can be a dynamic presence on the field.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches. And T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Bengals at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. You talk about this Rams defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On 3rd down, Mixon. He stiff-arms it. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run with Mixon. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Here we go.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
11 empty.
They run with a rookie. It's Chase Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Runs over it and is able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Now it's Stafford.
He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
20. Like 7. 20.
Stafford on 3rd down.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To throw is Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Again, it's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Tutu Atwell.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
47-yard line.
One, ready?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
McPherson's kick is good. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman.
These two teams making their
EA
final
Sports
adjustments for the
halftime
second half.
report.
And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Stafford now to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Burrow looking to pass.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This one complete to Yoshibas. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Again, it's Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll try and run for this with Evans.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is now 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where
on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it across midfield. He's on his way.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11 empty.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
He's going to let this one go deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mixon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Here's a run with Mixon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown! Drew Sample, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Stafford.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
On 4th down, Stafford. Eluded, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here's a give to Mixon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Here we go.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't